Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel again, Mr. Techie Bar. So today we are going to learn about the custom directives, and in the last video we have covered about the types of directives like component, attribute. So basically what is custom directive, when we should use it, and how to implement it in our application. So we'll cover one by one all the points in this video. Custom directive, basically it's altogether a different approach with respect to attribute and structural, because you might have seen like my previous video I have explained in a better way, like in structural we have kind of predefined meta tags from the Angular like ngIf, ngFor and ngSwitch to manipulate the DOM. So we can use those syntax directly and we can perform such actions, and in case of attribute we have ng class and ng style, so we can directly use it. But in case of custom directive we have to create the whole logic separately in the application. So with the help of decorator directive we can create the custom directive, and we can mention the selector name, like as you can see in the template I have just I've created a small example, so where we are actually setting a background color to light green. So with the help of like this decorator we have created the directive, custom directive, we have given the selector name, then later we have used the element reference object from the angular.core, and we are setting the background color to the element. And the good thing is we can use the selector multiple places in our, so let's understand more better way with an example in Angular. Okay, so now in our code we have to create a custom directive. So you can create in a separate folder also, you can have it on a separate folder for all the directives. So let's start. So I'm just giving a name, a directive, and inside that we need to have a separate TS file, custom.directive.ts. oh sorry, given a wrong file extension. Okay, now we'll be going to use the directive decorator. It's so easy to create manually. You can create a CLI command also using CLI command. Okay, so selector, we can give the name of the selector. Okay, yes, so we have given the name. Now just need to export the class. Highlight text, that's it. So here we have created a directive, and we do have to link this directive in our module, app.module file. So just quickly do that, it's done. Okay, so now we have created a directive, we have make a reference on our app.module file also. Now like where we have to use it, so simply we can use h1 tag custom directive, just a sample text. Now so on the selector part we have mentioned the name, so this name we have to use in our DOM element, so we have used it here. So after compilation we can cross check in the browser, the text is appearing, but as we have not implemented any changes to that native element, so now what we have to do, with the help of constructor we will create an object el of element reference. Okay, now we're going to use this el object native property dot style dot background equals to color name, so I'm just giving light green. Yes, so that's it. So again, the code compilation done. We'll just cross check quickly in the browser. So our changes are reflecting now on the browser. You can cross check the color is appearing on the h1 tag, and as I said earlier, like we can reuse that directive multiple places. So if I use this highlight text in the header, so it will also apply those changes. So now we'll just quickly recall what we have done. Like to implement the custom directive, to achieve that functionality, you just create a separate directive in a separate folder or in anywhere in your application. And second, with the help of element reference, you can just fetch that element wherever you will just put that selector in your DOM, and later with the help of style objects, like we have used just a style background color like light green, you can do some certain different features also, like a focus or some like background, or you can use a color also. So in this way you can use as per your requirement. Like I've just changed the background into the color, so it's just reflecting those changes here. So likewise you can perform your as per your requirement also, you can change your code. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching.